Was banged up a little bit.
I don't think you want to get rich.
Greetings, everyone. You got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Raptors 5 right now. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Jamari Carroll is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Harden kicks to Nene. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, and came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's a very good point.
Now DeRozan. James Harden missing on the 3. Screen by Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lowry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
Stolen by Beverly. Beyond the arc. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space, tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
Now here's Sullinger. The 9-footer's on the mark.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
It's Harden with the drive. Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Nene, and he jams it with authority.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Now, here's DeRozan. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Lowry against Beverly. Over to the left wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Sullinger against Harden. And here's Anderson from the arc. No luck. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Left side, DeRozan. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Harden. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. DeRozan leading the charge. And he lays it up and in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. DeRozan against Harden. Nene outside. The feed now to Beverly. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Carroll. Oh!
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Raptors with the lead. And it's Lowry penetrating. Carroll kicks to Lowry. It's hauled in by Beverly.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Anderson passes to Harden. Back to Anderson. Plenty of space. The offensive rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And he lobs it up.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as a receiver, though, he doesn't necessarily feel the need to go for that monster finish. Just the nice little silky smooth layup.
Harden, that's good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Lowry kicks to Sullinger. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Harden, the big dunk at the end of the break.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
The Rockets making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Now here's Carroll. And the pass to Valanciunas. Outside DeRozan. Back to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Carroll, no one around him. And again, no good by Toronto. And getting back to Ryan Anderson, in 2012, he won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. Then, in the summer of that year, he landed an enormous contract in a sign and trade.
Yeah, and that's the good Ryan Anderson. If he can stay healthy, he's a tremendous asset, and he isn't just a shooter. He can get it done on the backboard as well.
Here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. Down low, it's stolen by Carroll. DeRozan against Beasley. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 6 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Ariza. Here's Harden. No good. Good D by Sullinger. Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Harden against Patterson. There's the 3. And James Harden with the 3. 15 points in the game.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
This one for 3. Sullinger with the rebound. DeRozan. And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same direction.
You know, we got a group of guys who came in and bought into the offensive system, the defensive system, and it just clicked. And we got a bunch of...
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
We've got Patrick Beverly, Trevor Ariza out there with Harden. Then there's Beasley, and it's Gordon in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now here's Harden. Clock at 6. And it's Beverly missing. Toronto trailing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And now here comes Gordon leading the break, and they'll keep possession. They recover it. They shoot again. No good from Beasley.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing.
Toronto was a strong team on the road last season, Clark. A big part of why they came away with 49 wins on the season.
And 22 of those 49 wins were on the road. As a group, they managed to keep things close on the road. And because of that competitiveness, they were over 500 there as well.
Now here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Ariza kicks to Harden. Another shot. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And as you said, the Raptors kept things close on the road. In the NBA, they had one of the better point differential in terms of victories on the road last season.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for Patrick Patterson.
And you mentioned this, with the Raptors. Only Golden State, Atlanta, and the Clippers had a better road margin of victory than them. This goes to show you how tough the Raptors were on the road last season.
Now here's Gordon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Harden kicks it out to Gordon. Beasley right side. Shot by Gordon, wide open. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Here's Lowry. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. They grab their own miss. Again, the miss by Lowry. Houston leading by 5. Here's Harden. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And DeRozan. Here we go. Here's Thunder. Lays it up and banks it in. Thunder's got 4 this quarter.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch. And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Pablo Prigioni. He's checked in for the Rockets. That's good.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He quite reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. The Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's stolen by Ariza. Shoots the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Ross. And that one is stuffed right through.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Another miss by Houston.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 6, and it's James Harden with the rebound. Dishes it to Beasley. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's a 10-point Houston lead.
It seems that every pass they make